Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
This is the Closing Bell on the Stock Movers Report. The companies making moves at the close of U.S. trading with Carol Massar, Tim Stenovec, Romaine Bostick, and Scarlett Fu.
All right, let's go to the S&P 500. Most names in the index higher, guys, today. 359 gaining ground, 142 to the downside. Matt, 2 unchanged.
Take a look at the industry groups moving higher, and you'll see pretty much all of them that aren't defensive did so. You've got consumer staples down, and if you look at the S&P, which is, I think Katie agrees, much better yardstick.
It's the index.
You can see that you had a lot of consumer staples on the downside. Procter & Gamble. You had Philip Morris at one point, one of the biggest losers on the index. Altria Group also. These are things that, you either need to buy again every month or you're just addicted to, so you have no choice. But for the most part, you had every other group rising. Healthcare you see down, but really just unchanged.
All right, guys, let's get to some of the individual gainers. No surprise, I'm going to talk about Broadcom. Of course, ticker AVGO, up as much as almost 11%, finishing the day with a gain of just shy of 10%. Number 2 gainer in the S&P 500, number 1 gainer in the NASDAQ 100. No, number 2, forgive me. But nonetheless, really just pushed the whole semi-sector higher in today's session. This as OpenAI signed a multi-year agreement with Broadcom to collaborate on custom chips and networking equipment. So it's the latest step in OpenAI's ambitious plan to add computing infrastructure, but it really gave some juice to Broadcom. All right, the other thing that was kind of a broader story today was when you look at rare earth and critical mineral stocks, rising, falling, strong gains among Asian peers, fresh tensions between Beijing and Washington over China's exports of critical minerals, fueling bets on alternative suppliers. So 2 names I just want to show, critical materials, critical medicals. Try this again. Shall we try that again? Take 2, everybody. 3, 2, 1. Critical metals up almost 55% in today's session. And then MP Materials up just about 21%. Remember, MP Materials is the one that the U.S. government has taken a stake in, along with some other investments in raw materials companies. And then I got to mention Warner Brothers, up almost 4% here. This as the company, according to reports that cited people familiar with the matter, rejected Paramount Skydance's initial takeover approach for being too low.
But can I just...
Go ahead.
Can I just interject with a little bit of an editorial comment?
This is very Romaine of you, so go ahead.
I know. I'm like, what?
Well,
I thought I could get through it and then just pass the baton.
Well, no, because, Carol, because you and Tim were there at Screen Time last week.
Yeah.
And Lucas Shaw's conversation with David Ellison was amazing.
It was amazing.
I understand so much more about the company, about the industry, about their aim.
That's funny because Laura Martin of Needham said, she goes, I don't feel like that David Ellison has really laid out his strategy. What? That he keeps making these acquisitions, but not kind of saying what the overall strategy is. I'm just sharing you because she talked with us at Screen Time.
I just thought it was good. So good.
It was
Go
a
back
good
and listen to it if you haven't. Yeah.
Or buy tickets for next year. Bailey, there were stocks that fell today.
There are stocks that fell today, and the worst performer in the S&P 500 is not in the Dow Jones Industrials, Katie. That is Fastenal, ticker FAST, falling the most since March 2020. This came after earnings. CEO told Carol and I that their stock was actually priced to perfection, and that's why they were down. But analysts called out some soft pricing, overshadowing results that at the top line actually weren't that bad. And I want to call out this second and third worst performers in the S&P 500. Casino stocks. We saw both Las Vegas Sands and Wynn Resorts under pressure, each falling more than 6%. Not because people aren't going to Las Vegas, but there's a holiday on the other side of the world, and that's Golden Week, and we saw Macau data disappointing. So investors really selling down those 2 stocks. Again, Las Vegas Sands, ticker LVS, down more than 6%, worst drop since earlier in the month, but closing at the lowest level since June. And guys, I just want to wrap up with one of my favorite stocks to cover, Beyond Meat, ticker BYND.
Is that because you like to eat it?
I do not like to eat it. I question it. It's a little concerning how it bleeds, but it was at one point one of the best stocks to IPO
That's
ever.
Very real.
It was it's a very logical, fundamental argument, at least when the stock was trading for whatever number it was, but closing at a record low, losing about half its value. This came after debt investors swapped their notes for shares, diluting investors. So it does seem like a slow burn to the end for Beyond Meat.
Yeah, pour out some beet juice for Beyond Meat. The bond market was closed today. It was one of those weird days where equities were open, bonds were closed. I wanted to take a look at TLT here, though. This, of course, tracks 20-year treasuries and beyond. And you can see that it's just about flat on the day. It opened up lower. That would have meant that yields were higher, but you can see it finished just about unchanged.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.